First City Focus is supported in part by Duke Energy, powering the lives of its customers and communities. Online at duke-energy.com. Good Samaritan, a regional healthcare center offering a variety of services from primary care to same-day joint replacement surgery and more. Good Samaritan online at gshvin.org. Colonial Assisted Living. Colonial is an assisted living residence, promoting independence and dignity for each resident while providing the necessary assistance for daily living. Colonial Assisted Living, 1622 South Hart Street Road in Vincennes, 812-895-1504. And by donations contributed by Vincennes PBS viewers like you. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to First City Focus. I'm your host, Dave Foster, and on this episode, we'll learn about a program called Guide. It offers support to those with dementia who live alone or with their caregivers. We'll visit with members of the robotics team from Shoals Community Schools, and the Hometown Humor Takeover hits Vincennes in mid-April at the Red Skelton Museum. We'll talk about all that and more right now on First City Focus. A new Medicare program aimed at helping people living with dementia and the family members who care for them is now expanding through selected agencies, and today we're joined by Stacy Kari, the Director of Operations of Generations, this area's Agency on Aging, which is located right here on the VU campus. Stacy's here to tell us more about that program. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And first of all, remind us what Generations is. What do they do?
Generations is your local AAA, right? And
Yeah.
I tell people that, not your transportation AAA, but your local area agency on aging.
Yeah.
We serve 6 counties in the southwestern Indiana: Davies, Greene, Martin, Knox, DuBois, and Pike, located here on the Vincennes University campus. And we provide services for older adults, people with disabilities, and their caregivers, and so we can give them options for a better quality of life.
Yeah. And not just people with disabilities, just older people, right?
Older people, yeah. And caregivers as well.
It's 55 and older, isn't
Yes,
it? Okay.
yes it is.
Yeah. And there's a new program that you guys are getting involved in called Guide.
Yes.
So tell us what that acronym is and what it is.
Guide is Guiding an Improved Dementia Experience. So it's just shortened for the word guide.
And what's the program about?
Guide is a program that has been recently approved by CMS, by Medicare. And one of our sister organizations up north had achieved a Medicare certification to operate this program. One of the benefits and values of area agencies on aging is there is one in every state in the United States, and also every county in Indiana. So if you have a family member that's living in Indianapolis, or that family member or sister or a loved one living in South Bend or Kokomo or Clarksville, anywhere in Indiana, there is an area agency on aging that provides similar services that we do. We have a network, we meet, we all are administering the programs throughout the whole state, and in fact the whole country also.
Yeah.
So we had partnered with an area agency on aging in South Bend that got certification, aging and in-home services, to implement this Guide model program. So after they'd done that, they got a certification with Medicare. They opened up a clinic. They have a nurse practitioner that is the head of the clinic. They have a geriatric physician. They have geriatric social workers all housed in this clinic that can provide extended services and support for individuals living with dementia. They have been authorized to do the entire state, and how they are implementing the services in an area of the state that they're not located is they are partnering with their sister organizations like us. And that since we are boots on the ground, we have social workers on staff, we can do home visits and help people get signed up with them to provide the service.
Okay. And there's other dementia programs out there. How is this one different?
The Guide program provides extensive support and encouragement and resources, and helps them actually navigate the caregiver. Other programs, oftentimes you have to have an official dementia diagnosis or Alzheimer's diagnosis. This program is really just a memory deficit. If your loved one is even just showing signs of memory problems, you can still participate in this program. And it provides support for the caregiver and the person themselves, just kind of like an extension of a confidant.
Okay.
Just somebody that you can talk to, somebody that can help you with resources, respite care, just coaching you on the signs and symptoms and how to deal with the progression of your loved one's memory deficit.
Okay. And is this indefinite, or is there a time limit on the service?
It is as long as the person is willing to and wants to participate.
Okay.
If or when they would go into the nursing home, this service would end because other services could pick up at that point in time. But it is indefinite as long as the participant agrees to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said it was Medicare funded.
It is Medicare funded.
So who exactly is eligible?
The Medicare funded programs are pretty rare in our world, in the Area Agency on Aging, because we are primarily funded by Medicaid and state and local tax dollars. So Medicare does not often provide funding for us, so that's another unique program with Guide. People that are eligible, if they're on Medicare, regular Medicare Part A and Part B, not the Medicare Advantage plan, but regular Medicare. And if they have a memory deficit, then we would make a referral to the Aging and In-Home Services, and their nurse practitioner would do an assessment to see if they would be eligible for services.
Okay. And so for someone who may have a family member with dementia, what are some signs that it might be time to check into something like this?
We always refer people to the Alzheimer's website. The Indiana Alzheimer's website is such a great resource, so is AARP. But I would always tell people that some of the signs to look for is, we all can get forgetful, everybody does. And just because you're 85 doesn't mean that you're more forgetful. That's not typically a typical sign of aging. But what you want to look out for is patterns of behavior, things that maybe, your mom is a cook, cooks every Sunday, but then 6 Sundays in a row she's missed major ingredients in a recipe. Okay. Or getting lost, not remembering where their doctor's office was repeatedly, missing appointments repeatedly, financial issues that has happened weeks after weeks, months after months. We often encourage people to take notes, take a diary. If you're seeing signs or symptoms and you're not sure, write them down and see if a pattern is building. And if so, then you can maybe seek a medical appointment with a doctor if you think a diagnosis is warranted.
Okay. And what would you say to someone who would be apprehensive to enter a program like this?
And we see this a lot,
right,
because I think people live private lives. They don't want people knowing that they maybe are experiencing signs of dementia with their loved one, or maybe they don't even know that they are.
Yeah.
And they don't want to bring people into the home. And so oftentimes when they contact us, it's become an emergency. It's become an emergent then. And sometimes there's not anything that we can do about it. But I try to encourage people, think about a time when you were venting to a friend about a situation, and afterwards you were like, I feel better now because you know how I feel, or you were in the same situation and I don't feel alone. That's what this program helps. It is supposed to help them not feel alone. You're not the only one that is living with or caring for somebody that has dementia or has a memory deficit, that there's a lot of us out there. And the strength in numbers and providing support to one another can really empower that person to live a great quality of life, even with dementia.
Right. So if people want to hear about this and they want to know more or get involved or apply, what do they do?
Yes, please reach out to Generations. We are your local area agency on aging. We can be reached at 800-742-9002, 888-5880. You can also find us on the internet, find us on Facebook, and locate us on our website.
Okay. And run down the counties again you serve?
Davies, DuBois, Greene, Martin, Pike, and Knox County.
Okay, so pretty much Knox and surrounding counties.
Yes,
So,
yes.
All right, so again, that program is called GUIDE, which stands for Guiding an Improved Dementia Experience. And again, for more information about the program, locally, families can contact Generations. They can be found by visiting the Vincennes University website and just search for Generations, and that'll get you there. Stacey Kari, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
A robotics team from Martin County is gaining some attention after recent success in competition. Photojournalist Dave Novak recently visited the Shoals Community Schools, where he spoke with members of the team about the projects they're building and the competitions they're taking part in.
When we drive up close, it will see the April tag, and they will automatically go forward. The reason I joined robotics is because of my brother. My brother, he really made me interested in this. Well, he was just telling me about how you get to build robots and drive them, and I really like video games. I like the aspect of playing with a controller and driving a robot.
Yeah, that is fun. So you have 4 drive teams who will do this for each competition?
I plan on going into engineering, and this is really, it helps, the robotics team helps you get into the STEM field because there's not a whole lot of clubs that are STEM related.
I've been doing this FTC for 3 years. I first did it in my 8th grade year. The tasks change every year, so they're always a little bit different, and we have to kind of build the robot up from scratch.
What really drew me to this club was how I could make friends, I could travel with them, compete against other teams from around the state, make teamwork as a team. My pathway is computer science, and I've always been drawn to the idea of making a robot and being in a competition. We have a mix of students with different roles. We have some with doing software, some doing hardware, and basically just very divisive roles, but we all contribute to the team in very, very different ways.
Connected up to here and here. The competitions, it's new every year. So there's a variety of tasks to score points that they can design the robot to do. This year where they're shooting artifacts or basically balls into a goal. It can be nerve-wracking because you do want to qualify for state, and you can't go to beyond the state competition unless you qualify for state. So a little bit nerve-wracking for them to get there. Obviously, the anticipation of winning at state, being able to advance to the world competition or one of the premier events, is pretty exciting for them.
I'm nervous and excited because I really want to go to Worlds, so I'm nervous about not advancing, but I'm excited for the tournament.
It's really exciting. You get to compete and you get to meet new people.
That sound means 20 seconds left in the match. Teams are now going to scramble to getting those last-minute artifacts in. There's now a 40-point gap between Red Alliance and the Blue Alliance. Let's see what happens in these last 5 seconds of the match. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of playoff match number 6. Let's keep that round of applause going for all 4 of those teams.
You can keep up to date with the team at the Jug Rocks Robotics Facebook page. April is International Humor Month, and the Red Skelton Museum of American Comedy in Vincennes is hosting an event to mark the occasion. Joining us now, the museum's executive director, Ann Pratt, to talk about what they're calling the Hometown Humor Takeover.
I know, we're super excited about it. This is an idea that I had when I was at a conference last May in Charlotte. It's a group called AATH, which is the Association for Applied and Therapeutic Humor, and they have an annual conference every year to talk about the health benefits of humor and how to use humor in your life. And I'm like, wouldn't it be great if everyone in our small community who maybe doesn't know as much about this is able to experience these health benefits of humor, kind of in a all-at-once takeover type thing. I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, it's kind of like when your church does a retreat, and you can go to all these days and just get all these wellness benefits. But it's going to start, and everything is free, so we're super excited about that. We were able to get community sponsors to help us bring these nationally recognized speakers into the Performing Arts Center, and it'll be from Sunday, April 12th through Wednesday, April 15th. And each day will be a different speaker, and they'll talk about different ways to use humor at your home, in your workplace, and some are specifically, maybe speaking to a certain group of people, but that doesn't mean everybody can't come to all the days, because it's going to touch all parts of your life.
Yeah. So who are the speakers?
So on Sunday, April 12th at 2 p.m., Mike Kundal will be speaking. He's from Greensboro, North Carolina. And his title of his talk is Bringing People Together One Laugh at a Time. And it's really talking about building community through humor and ways to just use humor for mental health well-being and just general well-being. So that's kind of what I guess would be the intro talk. And it's 2 p.m. that Sunday afternoon. Okay. And then the next day on Monday, April 13th, that evening at 6 p.m. will be Melissa Mork. And hers is about what we would call dark humor. So people who might be in stressful careers, like first responders or funeral directors, perhaps ministers, people that have to deal with crises more, and how to use humor to sort of ease the tensions. And I really feel like that's something a lot of people could benefit from. And then we go to Tuesday, April 14th, and we have Brenda Elsiger, and she's here from Minnesota, excuse me, and she'll be talking about wellness and healthcare. Yeah. So partnering with the hospital is one of our partners, and they're bringing in a lot of their staff. They're really hoping, and their employees to hear Brenda speak. And she's hilarious. I've heard all of these people speak, and they're so funny. So in addition to giving you lots of great information, you'll actually laugh while you're at these talks. So that's even better. Yeah. And then our final talk is on Wednesday, April 15th, and that's Joyce Saltzman, and she's from Connecticut. And she's speaking to educators, and we were able to partner with 3 of the 4 county schools to get early release for their teachers that day. So a lot of the county school teachers will be able to come at 2 p.m. on that Wednesday and hear Joyce talk about it. And we're partnering with the university's education department, and this is really great for parents too, because it's just talking about ways to infuse education with humor, so that it just makes it better for everybody.
Yeah. So do you know what the format of the lecture will be, or?
It's going to mainly be, a talk. I'm sure that they're all going to have an opportunity for questions at the end, and then they're all going to be available after their talk, in the lobby of the Performing Arts Center for sort of a post-reception, where some of them have books that you'll be able to purchase, and they'll be able to chat with people and just kind of give some insight into their background and things like that.
So, and again, they're all free and open to the public, right?
All free, all open to the public, again, through our sponsorships and I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out some of our sponsors, but the Knox County Community Foundation, the City of Vincennes, the Vincennes Community School Corporation, as I mentioned earlier, the Good Samaritan Hospital, of course, Vincennes University, and the Vincennes Tourism Office as well. So really appreciate all our sponsorships that helped make this possible, because it costs about $20,000 to make this happen, to get the speakers in here with their travel costs and then speaker fees, even though because they've given us greatly reduced fees, but this is just something that it's hard to do, and we're really excited.
Yeah, so who do you hope shows up?
I hope everybody in the whole town shows up. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the place is packed. And 2 of the talks are at 2 in the afternoon, 2 of the talks are at 6 p.m. So I'm really hoping that we can get a lot of people there, and whatever your career is, if you're retired, if you're working, if you're home with your kids, this is just something to do to kind of lighten the mood in the middle of April,
Yeah.
So right up to tax day, we're going to make everybody laugh.
It is International Humor Month.
It is. And they do say laughter is the best medicine.
Yes.
And honestly, recently in 2024, the Mayo Clinic published a study about actually using humor as a treatment plan for some illnesses.
Yeah.
And so I think that everybody is really starting to recognize just how important it is to kind of see the bright side of things and lighten things up with humor.
Yeah. So how do you think this event kind of connects with Red's legacy and the mission of the museum?
Well, that's what he always said is if he can't do anything else, you know, what he wants to do is bring a smile to someone's face, bring happiness to their heart. And that was just really what he wanted to do, was to make people smile and to make them laugh. And I really feel like we're extending his legacy of laughter by bringing in these people to not only make you laugh, but to teach people about the health benefits of laughter and how to use it in your life and in your career.
And we can certainly use it in the times in which we live.
Absolutely.
So that is, again, the Hometown Humor Takeover. When is it again, I guess?
It is from Sunday, April 12th through Wednesday, April 15th. And the best way to find out all about the speakers, you can link to their bios, see what their talk's going to be about, is on our website, redskeltonmuseum.org, and it has all the information there on our website.
And I'm sorry, do you have to register for this?
You do not have to register. It's just a show up thing. So it's just go on there basically for information. If my fast talking here, you didn't keep up with it all, redskeltonmuseum.org will give you all the information. And we have posters around town, and there's going to be lots more publicity about this event as we get closer.
All right. With the couple of minutes we have left, tell us what else is happening in 2026 with the museum.
Well, it's just really exciting because at the end of 2025, you may know that we opened the Lothian and Red Skelton Gallery of Fine Art. And so we now have this 7,000 square foot space attached to the museum, and it's full of Red's artwork because we just didn't have enough space in the actual museum to display, you know, as much of his artwork as we would like to. And so now we have so many more pieces available for people to see as part of their tour of the museum. And we've also been able to host several special events in there as well because the center walls are movable and you can set it up for special events in the art gallery. We'll be able to bring in special exhibits and I think really do some cool things to bring more culture to the area, more things to do.
All right. And coming up in the summer, the Red Skelton Festival? Or
yes, it will be, we're celebrating Red's birthday. His birthday is July 18th. And so this year on that weekend of July 18th, we'll be celebrating Red's birthday. We'll have our traditional Red Skelton parade on that Saturday. We'll have the Red Skelton tribute show that evening. Our members will get to experience dinner with Mrs. Skelton and more to come on that, but that'll be in the summer.
All right. So Ann Pratt with the Red Skelton Museum of American Comedy. Always good to have you here. Tell us what's happening.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And make sure you all get to the Hometown Humor Takeover in April. A reminder that the Red Skelton Museum of American Comedy and the Performing Arts Center is right here on the VU campus. Information on all of the events at both venues available easily online. Most of us have read a book to a child at some point. At the Knox County Public Library, they take the idea a step further by giving kids a chance to read aloud to pets.
We are a therapy dog team. This is Valentine. She and I travel to different areas of need where we feel like therapy is a good thing and therapy is needed. Knox County Public Library has invited us. We spend once a month, we come and let children read to Valentine because it's a less judgmental time for kids. They can read and she's not going to laugh if they miss a word or two. And it gives them more comfort, I think, to know that they can be a good reader. It gives them confidence. Right. When Valentine takes off her gear, she's just like any normal hunting dog. She loves the water. She's very active. She does have some agility training, so we like to jump and go through tunnels and fetch and all of those things. So she's a very energetic little girl. She has been a therapy dog now for about 1.5 years. She's still sort of in training because she's very young, and it's been a really good experience to have her around children and elderly people. We do visit the hospital too. And she just brings comfort wherever she goes.
And that's all for this edition of First City Focus. Don't forget, you can watch this and past episodes anytime on our YouTube channel. For everyone here at Vincennes PBS, I'm Dave Foster, and we hope you'll join us again next time.
First City Focus is supported in part by Duke Energy, powering the lives of its customers and communities. Online at duke-energy.com. Good Samaritan, a regional healthcare center offering a variety of services from primary care to same-day joint replacement surgery and more. Good Samaritan online at gshvin.org. Colonial Assisted Living. Colonial is an assisted living residence, promoting independence and dignity for each resident while providing the necessary assistance for daily living. Colonial Assisted Living, 1622 South Hart Street Road in Vincennes, 812-895-1504. And by donations contributed by Vincennes PBS viewers like you. Thank you.